Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. So let's say, first of all, this is episode 2. And these are all my opinions. I've been trying to get justice for myself forever, and I'm not going to give up. I'm 67 years old, and I worked my whole life, and these punks, dinks, and criminals have taken almost everything I worked for my whole life. And I want to make sure that no one else in this world has to ever go through this kind of stuff, what they put me through. Okay, so this is on terrorism, blackmail, fraud, defined, civil rights, racketeering, and this Wisconsin government corruption is what it's all about. And then this is these are legal definitions I got off on here. I'm just going to make this a short video today because I want people to watch them, and if you can please share. Thank you. Terrorism is defined under a legal definition: to intimidate or coerce a person or a civilian population. Domestic terrorism is violent acts committed by individuals or groups to further ideological goals such as political, religious, social, racial, or environmental goals. And then terrorism is an action or threat designed to influence the government or intimidate the public. Okay? And then this defines terrorism as the use or threat of action which involves serious violence against a person, involves serious damage to property, and endangers a person's life. And most of this stuff applies. The CIA definition of terrorism is the calculated use of violence or the threat of violence or a threat to attain political goals through fear, intimidation, or coercion. Okay, now blackmail defined, that was terrorism. Blackmail, the legal test, is a demand must be accompanied by the menaces in order to be classified as blackmail under Section 21 of the Theft Act. The menaces can be express or implied. The term menaces means that there must be some high degree of coercion in order to force a person to take a certain course of action. And then extortion, commonly referred to as blackmail, is a criminal offense that involves the use of force or threats to compel another person into providing money or property. In Wisconsin, blackmail is a felony called extortion and is defined in Wisconsin Criminal Code. And then maliciously threatening to accuse someone of a crime with the intent to extort money or force the victim to do something against their own will. Okay, now racketeering is a set of illegal activities aimed at the commercial profit that may be disguised as legitimate business deals. Racketeering is defined by a coordinated effort by multiple people to repeatedly earn a profit, typically by fraud, extortion, bribery, threats, violence, or other legal means. Fraud is basically defined as a false statement. You come out and say something about someone. A good example would be if you were to tell some skinny person that they were fat and they say, no, that's a lie, that's a false statement, but the person doesn't have losses. But if you do a false statement to injure someone or cause loss, then it can be recoverable in court. Okay, extortion is the act of obtaining something, usually property or money, through threats or force. A conspiracy. Conspiracy is the crime that was created to address the dangers of people joining together to commit criminal acts. The plan itself is often the crime, so it's not necessary to take any steps to carry it out. A person could be guilty of a conspiracy even if the crime is never committed. In criminal law, a conspiracy is an agreement between two or more people to commit a crime at the same point. And then civil rights laws, these are on your Constitution of the United States. That's the basis of all law. You know, you love how they use it for certain things, and other things it doesn't apply. But civil rights laws in the Constitution, the law on conspiracy against rights focuses on criminal intent and a conspiracy. Federal prosecutors only need to show that the co-conspirators had an agreement and an intent. Title 18, the United States Constitution, Section 241, conspiracy against the rights. This states makes it unlawful for two or more persons to conspire to injury, injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person of any state, territory, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him or her by the Constitution or the laws of the United States. Punishment varies from a fine of imprisonment of up to 10 years. The color of your skin means nothing. So a lot of people think civil rights is only for minorities. It's for everybody, okay? Just a couple things I'll make, like I said, this quick, and then they're going to be coming through, and I'll focus on the individual issues with the legal documents explaining, what I said. The big thing was, normally after a flood, cities try to help people, okay? Because that's what they do, okay? And they came out, shortly after in the paper and the radio, that if you don't sell your building for 65% of your assessed value, the DNR is going to order your building down, okay? Yeah, and make you pay to tear it down. I mean, wow. 17 small business owners, their families, their husband's wife, their children's. A lot of the places had renters upstairs. A lot of them had renters downstairs. So it's close to, and the children, grandchildren, probably close to 100 people affected by this. This has never been done, okay? It's outrageous, okay? And I'm going to move forward with this because I got more people, following me, and please share this. I don't want anybody else in America to ever go through this, and it might help you in your situation too. Thank you.